What's going on, everyone? How's it going? So we're gonna make this lesson very quick. I'm gonna try to do it in under 5 minutes. So these are 5 signs of a secret life. Really, 5 internal signs of secret life. And this is beneficial to both men and women. Women, so that you understand, kind of what's going on with your partner. If they might be living a secret life, you'll see these signs here. In men, um, and this can go vice versa, by the way. But men, um, these are also some signs um, that you may not have put a label to, but these are things that you may be dealing with that are clear indicators of a secret life. And most of you already know if you're living a secret life. And this is from experience. All right, so the first thing is number one is that you view your partner as an obstacle to your happiness and not as a teammate. I know that when I was living a secret life, really a double life, right? A life of sin. Um, One thing is that I would often get like frustrated or very anxious whenever I was around my ex-wife because um, I felt like she kept getting in the way of my, like my secret lover, right? And that felt like an obstacle to me. Where if I wasn't doing that, right, having a double life, I would have been able to realize that my wife at the time was my teammate and she wasn't getting in my way at all. That was just me being double minded. The second thing is that you use spiritual vagueness to hide the truth. And I also put here, it's just something I can only share with God. That's why I would tell my ex-wife, right? I would tell her, especially when. Okay, so just to be clear, I was like not at peace at all. So the spiritual vagueness, um, I would say whenever she would identify like something was bothering me, but what that actually was that my spirit was so ruined because I was living this double life. Um, So instead of me just telling her what was going on, I would just simply say that it was something I can only share with God, right? I was very vague about it. And, so that was kind of messed up too because she would just go on praying, like, who knows what the prayers were, just maybe like, hey, I'm hoping that Kai is doing better the whole time. It's just because I'm not at peace with my double life. The third thing that's an internal sign of a secret life is you're addicted to external validation. And that looks like flirting, you like being objectified. You're always seeking a high or a thrill. And you'll normally do that on like social media or when you're out and about. You may be extra friendly by nature, but then you may take it a step further by intentionally doing things to grab attention because you're addicted to that external validation. And again, it feels really good. It's like a dopamine hit. The fourth thing was everything you touch will start to fail. And this is a really clear sign. So, I already knew I was living a double life, but what I noticed is that like things kept going or seemed to have been going wrong in my life. So, like I had multiple failed businesses. On top of that, like I said, I was never at peace. And literally, it's like everything I seemed to touch just went wrong. Like I couldn't do anything right. But that's because sometimes God will not allow you to prosper in areas of your life because you are living a double life and there's that unconfessed sin. The fifth thing is you rush intimacy or avoid it altogether. So intimacy, obviously I'm talking about sex here, but even past that, intimacy in terms of spending time with your partner, it could be physical touch, it could be being attentive to what your partner is saying, so listening, verbal and nonverbal. So you either rush through that intimacy process or you just completely avoid it altogether. And just to top this thing off, right, I just want to give a quick verse here because I think this is very important for somebody watching. Ephesians 5 verses 11 through 17. And I got my Bible here, so I'll go ahead and read that. It says, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. For it is shameful even to mention what the disobedient do in secret. It's very shameful. But everything exposed by the light becomes visible. For it is the light that makes everything visible. This is why it said, "Wake up, O sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you." Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. So again, that's just a quick, 5 signs of a secret life. And again, if you're living a double life, I'm gonna tell you now, you really need to stop, because it comes with a lot more destruction than you can ever anticipate. And for the person watching who might suspect some of these things from their partner, my suggestion is just to communicate that with them. And if counseling is an option for you all, definitely seek counseling as well. I'll probably do a part 2, maybe even a part 3 to this, just to get deeper into what living a double life kind of looks like. Y'all have a good one. Take care.